Let's talk about focusing on the higher power within you. Focusing on what exists, what is intrinsic within you that can transform your life. Sometimes we go through horrible situations in our lives. Can be a bad breakup, possibly in a personal relationship such as a marriage, possibly in a personal relationship such as a strong friendship whereby you've built a brotherhood. There's that foundation, but suddenly things can take a turn for the worst, and at that point in time all we see is the worst. um, and it becomes difficult to focus on something other than the situation itself. I'll share a small story. So on my side, there's a strong brotherhood, a friendship that I had built on my side. And it was built on a good foundation, right? It was built on good principles, on core values. It was built on transparency and honesty, and having the ability to speak your mind to your friend and your brother. And it was built on wanting to build each other, wanting to elevate each other to the next level. But in a period of 3 years, a lot can happen, right? And in the process of everything happening, there's certain signs that you may miss, that things aren't as they were. And therefore, as you miss those signs, you are therefore not in a position to correct those signs as you would like to. So a year past, things were still excellent. The second year past, things were good. We're building each other. Our net worth was growing. We're going to business. Things were pretty good. Things were pretty awesome. But in the year 2019, the year that we termed the year of overflowing abundance, things took a turn. It's difficult to even explain the signs, as and the reasons behind things taking a turn. But things got sour, things got bad, and the business relationship fell through, the personal relationship fell through, and it was a difficult, very difficult situation for me to handle. But you know what got me through it? What got me through it was, oh my God, what got me through it was that I built a funnel. A funnel that transferred all the resources of hope, of strength, of faith to my heart and to my mind. So when it so happened that at that particular point in time I would be hurting, and I would share with my wife the situation, and things wouldn't be good, I would always change my state, as Tony Robbins said, and I would focus and do my best at focusing and committing on what is best for me. So I had to search deep, find the inner strength, go beyond the hurt. But the reason that was good and the reason that happened is because I got to understand that for good to happen in your life, you need to build a strong foundation which you can fall upon, right? And after you've fallen, you need to be able to get back up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and then strike towards the next prospect of your life. It's not an easy thing to separate from a relationship that was good, that that went from good to great to good to not so good. It's not an easy thing, but it depends on how you have filled your mind and your heart throughout the process of becoming the best version of yourself. So I've always been one to fill my mind with positive things, optimistic thoughts, and at the time that I was filling and funneling all these things, and populating my heart with this positivity in my mind, and giving myself the ability to smile, and just living up to my potential, it was I didn't know that I was actually building such a strong foundation that would assist me in the long run when times were tough. Because times were pretty good. Times were pretty good. But when times were tough, I didn't know that it was those very same resources that I channeled into my being that would be the ones to lift me out. Those very same resources that, when when one inspires themselves to become the best version of themselves, to do all that is needed, to read and listen to motivational things, to learn as much as they can, to grow as much as they can, and most importantly, to share who they are with those around them, to share who they are with those that have access to the platforms and mediums that are available at this point in time and at this day in time and in the era of technological advancement that we currently live in. So, focus on you when things are good, because like everything else, everything is seasonal. No matter that it's winter today, summer, spring, they're coming. The brightness of the seasons of the year, they're coming, right? No matter that it's summer today, winter is coming. Think about Game of Thrones. They were always preparing for the winter that was coming. They knew that yes, times may be good right now. We may be surviving. We may be pulling through. We may be the kings on the thrones, but a time is coming when the throne that we are sitting upon is going to be challenged. And in that period of challenge, that is the period where we need to be the most strong. But you can't become that strong, convicted person that you are without that commitment and discipline that you put in becoming the best version of yourself, focusing on yourself, striving to be the best version that you can ever be. It comes with making time for yourself. It comes with looking at yourself from a holistic point of view, right? It comes from being able to physically take action. So take action upon your health so that you go into the next aspect and prospect of your life, which is wealth. Wealth broadly, wealth could be financially, could be with your family, socially, could be emotionally, feeling good as much as you can, as best as you can, and striving to become the best version of yourself. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. We need to focus on self so that we can become the best version of ourselves. So, yes, difficulties will come, but again, it's seasonal. In the same way that the sun rises, it also sets. In the same way that night comes, it also comes to an end. And the day comes. And when the day comes, it's for us to then populate our minds with things that are achievable, visions and goals for ourselves, so that we know that we are being impactful through being the best versions of ourselves. So, with that said, focus on you, become the best version of you, and surely, I'm 100% sure that your life shall change and you shall be the one that is responsible for that transformation. Cheers.